Back in September 2024, Nick said him and Malena broke up.
I guess I'll just say it officially then, but yeah, me and Malena broke up. We split up.
This came as no surprise to fans as she had been off camera for the majority of 2024. He even put out a tweet stating, "Malena and I are wrapping up this chapter in our lives. We've decided to end our relationship. We have different goals and pursuing them means going our separate ways. Thank you so much to the followers and others who have supported us as a team. You're in our hearts as we start our new chapters."
Just to let you know, we're reacting to the divorce of NMP LOL and his ex-wife now, Malena Tootie. Yeah, I know I'm a little late on this, but I figured why not react to it. At the same time, didn't we all see this coming? Like, honestly, like, didn't we all? Just from the clips alone.
I know what the nice thing to do is in this scenario, okay? I know what the nice thing to do is in this scenario here. But I would like Chance's opinion on this too, because he would...
Helvete, spytte ut för fan, satan.
I really need the left shit.
No.
My foot hurts.
What have you been trying to say the past 10 minutes?
Okay, chill. God, you're so angry. Jesus Christ.
Didn't we all see that this wouldn't exactly work out? I don't know how Nick did it or Malena, but I don't really care about Malena. I don't know how Nick did it. You know what I'm saying? Malena's kind of an L and cringe. She's really cringe. So I don't really care much about Malena, but I don't know how Nick didn't see this coming, honestly.
Here's MJ's Burgers again. Hey Nick, when was the last time you actually did it? Like, you know what I mean, chat? Did it. Haha, Nick, love you. But you need to do it. Catch says, you guys should kiss. KV says, so anyways, I just had a big poo. Nice. Johnny Sin says, can you tell Malena that no one wants to watch her be mad, and if so, she's gonna continue to sit here with a stick up her ass? It'd be better if she left.
Listen here, Johnny Sins. I'm not the one out of the two of us that has a stick up their fucking ass, okay? We all know that.
Sweden is Best says, why is Malena so angry? Needs a reality check. Has the best life while earning good money. My goodness, don't take everything so seriously. You earn this living for sharing your life.
Stop reading these.
You told me to not be selective.
Stop.
I don't know how. You know, it's funny. We all got hoodwinked. We didn't even know they were married. I didn't know they were married. But they were married this whole time, bro. That's wild. They were actually married this whole time. But yeah, we're reacting to their divorce with Henry Resilient. Shout out to Henry Resilient. Go follow my man's. Really great at looking at court cases and docs and stuff like that. Go follow. If you're into that sort of thing, go follow him. All right.
I think it's pretty safe to say their friends in the know, like Soda Poppin', knew that it was over way before it was announced.
Did I know? I knew things were f***ed. I think everyone kind of knew things were pretty I didn't know it was going to full on end.
Truthfully, I think it was over when she left to take care of her mom.
The TLDR is Malena's mom is sick again. So her mom had surgery and it went well. So she's in the recovery phase and Malena's down there helping her out.
And Nick announced her retirement.
Yeah, and so Malena decided to retire.
What Nick likely should have announced was that he needed to file for divorce, but Malena beat him to it. That's right. Unless you were in the in crowd, chances are you suspected they were married, considering she was from Norway, but never got confirmation. According to court documents, they have been married going on 10 years.
So she filed for divorce first. Isn't that usually how it goes with the gal them? Isn't that usually how it goes in marriages? The woman files for divorce, but at the same time, it's the gal them telling us, no, men don't want to get married to us. I wonder why.
Left?
No.
Left or straight?
It was straight.
Here? Nick?
You're confusing.
No.
Can you answer me?
It was straight.
Okay, is this is straight?
Like this is straight or
Slow down,
left?
slow down, slow down.
This
slow
is
down.
straight.
No, where are we?
We are in the wrong spot again.
I don't trust him, Malena. I'll do it for
No,
you.
keep going straight.
Okay, it's
Dude,
Nick,
what
answer me now.
Man,
Answer
this is
me.
a left turn lane, motherfucker.
Okay.
Get in the...
Yeah,
Damn.
but from here it's straight.
Yes,
The only thing is straight here is my cock, man.
that's curved.
What?
Yo. You gotta make a U-turn somehow.
No.
Dude, we are literally at the fucking airport. Malena! Obviously
go
this wasn't the right way to go.
Where are you guys breaking
Make a
up?
U-turn, make it...
I hope so.
I wonder why. Now, I'm not saying that Nick is absolved of anything, right? We haven't really heard from Malena, like, publicly since the breakup, right? We haven't really heard from Malena. But when people come to me and they're like, Level, why are you so against marriage? Why won't you just find the missus and put a ring on it? You guys don't want to get married. You guys don't want to find women. Well, why don't you want to get married to women? I wonder why. I really do wonder why I feel that way. I wonder. Hey, it's a mystery to me, guys. It really is a mystery to me.
Based on what she filed, it does not look like it's going to be an amicable divorce, and Nick has millions at stake because there is no prenup. And he even responded with a counter petition on February 3rd, 2025. Hi, I'm Henry Resilient, and I cover court documents of your favorite streamers. And today we'll be looking at the petition of Malena filing for divorce from Nick Palome.
First off, shout out Henry. What's up, Henry? Shout out to you, Henry Resilient. Don't get married if you have money without a prenup. Now, granted, I don't think when they got married, Nick really had much then. I don't think he had really had an empire back then. I could be wrong. Could somebody in the comment section let me know in 2015 if he actually had some sort of an empire? I don't think he did back then. I think it started taking off maybe more 2018 plus. So I could be wrong there. But even then, and y'all wonder why I'm against it. You're right. It's a mystery. It really is a mystery. Why am I against it? That's so weird. Marrying a modern day woman.
One thing that really stops women from becoming their most feminine, connected self is that we don't know how to receive. And when we learn to have a man that comes in that wants to take care of us, we will be in our ultimate feminine state. So I think a man should be paying for everything. I think a man should be, opening the door. I think a man should be buying me whatever he wants. And that might not be what everybody thinks out there, but that's what men want to do.
Men should always pay for women. And no, it's not because men are natural providers or because women shouldn't have their own money or work. This has nothing to do with gender roles. Men should have to incentivize women to want to be around them.
I wonder why I'm so against it. Me myself, you guys are right. Me myself, it doesn't make sense to me. How am I so against it? I wonder.
As well as his counter petition, and tried to figure out how much it's going to cost him to end this marriage with Malena. I think their long-term viewers knew Malena may have been homesick, and every now and then it would come out while they were streaming.
I'm tired of waking up in a mansion that's not mine. I'm tired of waking up in a country that's not mine. I'm tired of streaming on a channel that's not mine.
Then why are you doing it? You know what marriage is, right? I'm curious. Do you know what marriage is? Yes or no? I'm curious. I really want to ask Malena Tootie that question. I'm curious. What did you think was gonna happen? I'm super confused when you got married. I'm cute. I'm really curious. Now again, I don't know from Malena's side what's happening because we haven't heard from Malena, right? So Malena, I just want you to understand, I'm not coming for you, but at the same time, what you think marriage was?
I'm tired of driving a car that's not mine.
You're being really selfish. Stop saying the word mine.
I'm tired of being around a family that's not mine.
Going back a bit further, they would break character like when Malena did not want to say she loved him.
You know what's crazy, Malena? I'm falling more in love with you every day.
Thanks, bro.
Ouch.
Why are you saying these things on stream?
That wasn't fair. I don't know what the heck Henry was trying to do. Henry, come on, bro. Come on. Now you're being disparaging. I don't know if you just realized that. She said, thanks, bro. Yes. She didn't say it back, but she said, why are you saying these things on stream? What does that indicate? That he's not saying it where, Henry? That's not Malena. That's on Palm. Come on, Henry. Come on. Don't have me hype you up and then make yourself look like an idiot. Come on, bro. I'm hyping you up here. Come on, man. Show some intelligence in your work here. I'm hoping this rest of this video you show some intelligence. Come on, Henry. Don't do me dirty, Henry. Don't do me dirty.
As of lately, Nick has been getting upset about his public Discord messages being made public on X, going back and forth with X.com user Yeet. I think this is specifically because he says in his Discord that his catchy is his girlfriend. Going public with a girlfriend mid-divorce will likely cost him in the end.
Hear me out. I don't agree with this, and I would never do it because I think it's wrong, and what Elon did was wrong. But if you wanted to farm Twitter, you can go in front of Trump Tower, do a certain gesture, you probably get 34,000 likes. I would never do that.
I'm half
That's
German.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm technically
Cassie's
kind of
German?
doing it.
I wouldn't do that.
A
few moments later.
This was such a bad moment. This was such a bad moment. No.
Yo, bro.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
So let's look at her petition for divorce. She filed on January 16, 2025. Discovery is pretty standard as Nick is ordered not to destroy, conceal, or alter any evidence pertaining to any tangible documents. In other words, do not start selling everything off or emptying bank accounts and devaluing property. She would like a real judge, not an associate judge. She has been a resident of Texas, all pretty much standard stuff. She then lists the house they own to serve Nick, emphasis on they, because the house was purchased for $743,000, which today it has a value of $1.1 million according to Zillow. I'll explain later why it's technically half her house. As far as the length of the marriage, they were married from September 25th, 2015, when she was 19 and he was 24.
He married a 19-year-old. Yo, and he was 24. Yo. Pull him. Mind you, he met her way before that, by the way. He met her way before that. I mean, he was on that. He was red shirting. You was red shirting, huh, Nick? Yes, sir. Big Nick Paul, you were red shirting, weren't you? The real question, guys, is when did they have their first physical encounter? That's the real question. But only Nick and her would know, wouldn't they? And that right, Nick Pollard?
Way too young to get married. You know, people who get married at that age, you know, back in the day when my grandmother was around, they would still stay married. But now the person that they are today, 10 years later, they are not the same person. Imagine if you had to get married fresh out of high school. Now, when it comes to divorce, Texas does divorce differently than most states as they do not acknowledge a separation date. In other words, in Texas, you are married until you are divorced.
California, everything acquired after the date of separation is separate. This is really important because in other states, things aren't separate until there's a divorce judgment entered. Take years before a divorce judgment is entered. My longest case lasted 13 years. Here in California, you can be separated, buy a Powerball lottery ticket, win $100 million, and it's all yours. In Texas, where they don't recognize date of separation, you got to split that ticket.
The kicker is the longer it takes to settle the divorce, the bigger the payout for her.
Okay, Henry. You see Henry now showing some letting us knowing, like, showing us the facts. He's putting us in the know. Thank you, Henry. Thank you. You're showing some intelligence here. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. Finally. But thank you. I appreciate that letting us know, because I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. That's wild. Like, you're not divorced until it's final. So whatever you get, even post your separation, you still have to pay half of it. That's crazy. Yo, I'm not even with the girl anymore. We're still in court battling, but whatever I make, she still gets half. That's crazy. But thank you, Henry. I appreciate you adding a little more context, a little more detail, a little more intelligence to the situation. Thank you. Shout out Henry. Go follow Henry. Go give him a follow, yeah?
Interestingly, she cites the ground for the divorce as being that the marriage has become insupportable because of discord or conflict of personalities that destroys the legitimate end of their marriage, relationship, and prevents any reasonable expectation of reconciliation. This is a fancy way of saying irreconcilable differences. They are done likely for life.
Let's just read that, okay? Like, just understand the modern day woman. Let's just understand the modern day woman. Grounds for divorce. The reason why she thinks they need to be divorced, right? According to her, this is her documents that she filed. The marriage has become insupportable because of discord. Or conflict of personalities between the petitioner, which is her, and the respondent, which is Pollum. that destroys the legitimate ends of the marriage relationship and prevents any reasonable expectation of reconciliation. Now, we understand the conflict of personalities. Sure, even then, that's a little like, really? That's a reason to get divorced? But the fact that discord was mentioned. What is this world we're living in? What is this? Explain, somebody, please. Comment section down below. Comment section. Explain, please. Explain the world we're living in, because I don't know. I really don't.
But here's a bonus. The Division of Community Property, she is requesting that the courts divide the estate, meaning that there is absolutely no prenuptial agreement.
Gotcha, bitch.
Texas is one of the few community property states, meaning everything that was acquired during the marriage, each partner owns. This is going to be crucial for ownership in OTK, potentially Starforge systems, along with any and all other property and investments Nick may have, especially his cars and the house. She thought, the house she didn't own. She thought she was driving a car she didn't own. But I am sure her lawyer has explained to her by now that even if she's not on the title or the deed, the house, she indeed owns it. Now, how much ownership will be up for a judge to decide unless they can come to an agreement. Now, let's move on to Nick's response to the divorce. Initially, he generally denied everything, which was a little bit weird, and requested that she get absolutely nothing. Do not worry, his counter petition addressed the divorce properly. It may could be a Texas thing that he denied everything. His preservation of evidence is way more specific, and he wants her not to destroy anything she has stored on her computer, work computer, storage devices, or cell phone. You have to keep in mind, she was his editor, so she has access to archive content and likely even unreleased content. He agrees with her date of marriage, and I wonder who was there, if there were any pictures, or did they just go to the courthouse to get married? She is not pregnant, so there will be no child support. I wonder why they never had a kid, considering they've been together for 10 years.
She's back, guys, and she's not pregnant like everyone said.
We all know why they didn't have a kid, because she kept telling him, I don't want a kid, and he kept telling her, I want a kid. Now, granted, I'm sure he's happy that didn't happen now, because now he'd be paying child support on top of half of his shit, right? So I'm sure he's happy that didn't happen, but that's literally the reason, guys. She kept telling him, or at least what they kept presenting to us, which I'm sure was a leakage of the marriage, right? At some parts was definitely a leakage of the marriage.
Dude, they have 8 streaming setups. It's insane in here. Do you guys talk about whether you want kids or not?
Well, I talk about it.
Yeah?
I talk about it.
Listen, no pressure either way. I was just saying, because if you popped one out, they could immediately stream. There's a streaming setup in every room.
Listen,
there might be one on the toilet. I don't even fucking know.
I literally got a GoPro for the birth. So I got the tech all lined up for this.
That's educational, so I think you
can.
You know what he said he's gonna do?
What?
If one of his significant others ever give birth.
One of his significant others?
Yeah.
Is there more than you?
Yeah, trust. So the baby comes out, he's gonna put a
What she was telling him was, I don't want a child. I never want a child. And he kept trying to get her to have a child, right? We kept seeing that. Now, obviously, he didn't force anything. However, he kept trying to bring up the idea. That's why I didn't have a child.
Can you... Mommy, I'll tape you to the fucking wall.
That's literally what you have to look forward to.
There's porridge in the freezer.
Damn, just told the baby to thaw their own food.
Oh my god, the baby's dependent.
Imagine being responsible and knowing that you're not going to be a good mom and not wanting kids.
You will be a good mom, you're just stupid.
I just find it hilarious that I'm now, after all that, oh, please, I just have my child. Now I'm sure he's really happy she said no, right? Now I'm sure you really happy, aren't you, Nicky boy? Now I'm sure you really happy. 19, Nick. And I know you were there before before y'all got married. I know y'all didn't just meet when she was 19. And then I know you had been there a while. You were red shirt and weren't you, Nick? That's tough, Paulum. Hey. That's tough!
When it comes to the division of community property, he is hopeful that they will come to some type of settlement, and he would like the courts to divide their estate according to their agreement. She will 100% run his pockets, considering they have been separated for the last year and no settlement has been reached, likely indicating that whatever offer he made, if he made one at all, was not up to her approval or maybe her lawyer's approval. Calculating Nick's settlement. Because it's close to the 10-year mark, signifying a long-term marriage in the state of Texas, she is legally going to be entitled to $5,000 a month in spousal maintenance for a total of 5 years, which ends up coming about to be $300,000 in just spousal support or spousal maintenance.
Let's back that up. Let's just back that up because I want to read this properly, okay? So in Texas, the maximum amount of spousal maintenance a court can award is $5,000 per month, or 20% of the paying spouse's average monthly income, whichever is less, right? The length of the marriage also affects the maximum amount of time a spouse can receive maintenance. So you still have to maintain her. Like, do you know how crazy this is? You still have to maintain her. She left you, but you still have to maintain her. How you feeling, Nick? I'm curious. How you feeling today, Nick? Talk to me, Nick. Talk to me. How's it going, Nick? Now, Nick, I just want you to understand, I'm a big fan of you, but this was a dumb move by you. And I know you know that. I know you know it. You may not want to admit it, but you know that. Deep down, it hurts you. As it should, dummy. As it should.
The house being worth $1.1 million will net her about $550,000. So now we're at $800,000 and we haven't even gotten to OTK. No doubt OTK is worth millions. I'm not sure how much, but for comparison's sakes, AMP is valued at $150 million.
What's the number? If you think it was worth an estimate right now, what would you say the value of AMP is today?
I would say 150 million.
Now, Nick is not so I imagine he owns a nice percentage, not a biggest percentage as some of the founding members, but substantial enough. OTK will 100% be audited and evaluate to properly inform her how much Nick's or their stake in OTK is actually worth. He will have to divulge that to her lawyer. Now, let this be a learning lesson for all you. If you're going into business with a partner, should they get married, make them have a prenup excluding the business from being considered community property, or in the event they don't want to get a prenup before they are married, buy them out.
You notice I like how Henry put it there. Henry, I saw what you did there, Henry. I respect that, and it's true, right? And it's true. You heard him say OTK, there will be a full audit of OTK to see how much Nick or their stake is in OTK. Because that idiot got a marriage without a prenup. It's not yours, is it, Nick? It's not just yours anymore. It's hers too. How you feeling, Nick? Don't you just love modern dating? Don't you just love it?
So I think a man should be paying for everything. I think a man should be, opening the door. I think a man should be buying me whatever he wants.
Men should always pay for women. And no, it's not because men are natural providers or because women shouldn't have their own money or work. This has nothing to do with gender roles. Men should have to incentivize women to want to be around them.
Oh my goodness, we live in a great world of modern dating, y'all. We really do. I'm not lying. And Henry's about to say, let this be a lesson. Let this something Charlemagne the God brought up, but he it's not his quote. He brought up some other guy's quote, and what he says was, it's a great quote. What he said was, when you see someone above you or some top guy, some high value guy, some whatever you want to put it, some celebrity, whatever you want to call, right? When you see a big name crash and burn, don't laugh. What you must do is learn.
I'm being honest with you. I'm not even joking when I say this. When great men fall, don't laugh, learn. Ooh! The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn, because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall. When you laugh at somebody else's fall, white or black, rich or poor, your enemy or your friend, you are laughing and opening a way for your own demise when you do that. Because to laugh and not learn, to make mockery and not to understand, is to make the same mistake yourself. Did you hear me?
We shouldn't be laughing at Nick. Shouldn't be laughing at Malena. What you need to do is pay attention and learn. Because trust me, Nick learning. Ain't that right, Nick?
If they're already married coming into the business and they don't have a prenup, you need to make sure they get a postnup coming into the business married. It will save your company a much needed headache of having a forensic accountant go through your books with a fine-tooth comb. I understand Nick may not like me or care for my content.
Flashback. When's Henry coming to a cooking stream? Who's Henry? Oh, you're talking about the guy who watched the clip?
First of all, do you think they'll let me in, OTK?
Nope.
Never. I'm not a fan of those type of people.
Let me tell you something funny
And I'm not talking about
to me recently. I'll donate twice due to
I've already talked about how I feel about people who do stuff like that.
End of flashback. But from one divorced man to another, I truly hope this process goes smooth for him because he seems like a okay guy despite his fragility shining through anytime he's criticized or getting exposed on the internet.
Mods are now coming forward with evidence of Miskiff pressuring Mods with his friends NMP, where NMP even threatened Ahmad that he got connections to the FBI. Open the door! Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
If she goes for every penny she can get, this will be his true red pill moment. I have faith that, he's going to give her a fair offer that she can't refuse. Now, keep in mind, it should come with an NDA because last thing you want to do is for her to get the money and then start telling secrets. From the outside looking in, I think we all can agree that Malena was a huge part of Nick Palome's success on Twitch, as she was there for, I would say, 90% of the content, if not more, along with doing some of the back end editing. I do truly hope, he offers her something that's fair, but then again, what's fair to him and what's fair to her could be something totally different, but I don't want to see him turn out to be like me on the dark side. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you in the next court update. Peace.
Okay, real quick. He keeps bringing up his oh, sorry, not pause. That's the end of the video. But keeps bringing up his divorce. What happened with him? What am I missing, guys? Let me know down below, all you Henry Resilient fans. I'm gonna tag you too, Henry. I'm tagging you too. Let me know what happened. What do you mean? You don't want him to end up like you on the dark side? What happened to you? Or did you share that story? Let me know. If you shared that story, give me the link. I'd love to see that link. Because that's wild. But outside of all that, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys coming to hang out. And unfortunately, as much as it pains me, because I don't want to laugh at Nick. I love Nick. Nick makes some of the greatest content ever, right? But I mean, at the same time, let's not pretend you're not an idiot, Nick. Let's not pretend. Okay? We're not going to pretend here. That's why y'all had to beg Kick to give you that money so you could buy that house, innit? Well, not you specifically, OTK in general. But Malena coming for that money, innit? So, but I really do, like Henry said, we wish you the best, Nick. We really do. Obviously, you and Catchy, I don't even know if that's true. Henry says you guys are dating, but I'm not even sure if that's true. Maybe it is. So, if you and Catchy are dating, we wish you nothing but the best. Learn this time. Sign that prenup, dumbass. Sign that prenup. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for coming. The goal of 2025 and all years is to build a community around these channels and all these different social medias that we have. We're trying to build the neighborhood strong, the friendly neighborhood legends. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build the neighborhood strong. So if you know of anybody who's into this kind of content, anybody who's a Nick fan, Malena fan, Henry fan, Let them know about this video so that we can see what their opinion on everything is. Or even a lawyer who's also reviewed this. Let them know so that we can see what their opinion is and build this community strong. But outside of that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Please go ahead and check in on your loved ones and yourselves. Take care. Much love.